welcome to New Orleans Home Search Podcast. It's Jewel Bakewell here, your host. And thank you so much for joining us tonight where we talk about everything New Orleans and everything real estate. So tonight we're talking about what's new in the market, with some market trends that are happening. And I have my dear friend, Miss Pamela Landers with us. She is from DOR Realtors, and I'm going to let Pam take it away and tell us more about her.
Hello, you guys. It is Pamela Landers, aka P Realtor, and I am with DOR Realtors. I have been an agent for over 15 years. Let me just say it like that. And Jewel and I, we work really, really close together because we share the same passion. We both have a passion for the community. We both love to educate. Okay. I come from teaching kids in the classroom because I was a teacher in the classroom. And I just say now I'm just educating adults on how to build wealth through home ownership. So I'm very, very proud of you, Jewel. I'm so excited about your podcast. I think, more realtors need to share this information. I do my lunch and learns, you do your podcast. So it's very, very important for us to get the real about real estate out to the community. So thanks for having me tonight.
You're welcome. It's so true. Just this week, I've been talking to my buyers about that. And, they talk to their friends and their family. And although everyone may have good intentions, everybody's situation is different and the market is ever changing for all of us. So even as professionals in the industry, we have to stay in the know and keep our ear to the streets, if you will, to what's going on in real estate. So I love this platform, not only for people who are looking to buy, sell, and invest, but also for other agents to come and hear what's going on and sharing this. So thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so today's market, how do you feel about this market? I think it's a crazy market going on. What do you think?
This market is really crazy. I know you mentioned you've been in the business 15 years. I've been in the business 10. I've never seen anything like this before. The market was crazy before Hurricane Ida. There were situations going on, but I think Hurricane Ida put a different spin to it.
Right.
With, the repairs that are needed to be done on houses, after the storm. Just taking into consideration, inspection responses are getting,
Right. Well, let's go back. Yeah, let's go back before we get into once the storm came. Like you said, it's been a crazy market for about the past, two years now, right? Yes. So when you're talking about crazy, I know everybody out there want to know, what do we mean by crazy, right? Getting your offer accepted, all right? There are new ways to get your offer accepted. You don't always have to go up in price, even though I know we've been seeing that a lot lately, and that's part of the craziness in the market is that, houses have been selling over listed prices, okay? But working with your expert realtors, such as myself and Jewel, there are ways to help you win a bid without even going up in price, okay? Jewel and I, we round table a lot of things, we discuss some things, and one way, Jewel, I know that we talked about is actually up and up on a deposit. Okay. Instead of giving your regular amount for deposit, you can give more in deposit. Is that right?
Yes. I want to back up even before you write the offer, going back to the craziness. There's no more, I'm going to sleep on it, right? So, as soon as a property is on the market, you need to schedule to see it with your agent and you need to make an offer.
Right. Oh my God. That reminds me of a post that I put up. I said, if you and your spouse cannot agree on the house, it's easier for you to find a new spouse than a new house. That's how bad, that's how crazy the market is, guys.
In a world where more than 1.8 billion photos are uploaded every day, what's the plan to make your photos stand out? It starts with the right photographer behind the lens. At Urban Smart Studios, we create breathtaking imagery with a reputation spanning more than 25 years. Our photographers deliver results that count. From capturing that never-to-be-forgotten moment with family and friends, to stunning, high-quality imagery for websites and social media. We also produce professional, eye-catching marketing material with magazine-level corporate event photography, all tailored to accent your brand. Schedule your next photo shoot with us today. It's absolutely free. Only at urbansmartstudios.com.
As you mentioned, it's important to get your offer accepted, and keep it going. It might not be the first house you write an offer on might not work out. So you may have to write an offer on multiple houses, and doing a higher deposit is a great way to let the seller know that, hey, look, I'm serious, I'm determined, I'm gonna make all the steps necessary to really purchase your home. I'm serious about this. And they'll take that into consideration above someone with maybe a lower, maybe a $500 deposit. That doesn't really show that you have much skin in the game.
Or even $1,000, because that's your regular deposit, $1,000. So if you really want to maybe make a difference, then at least minimum $2,000, $2,500. I've even had some people to put down a $5,000 deposit. So, just depends on, your preference and your pockets and what you have, just to show more skin. And you know what, Jewel? We're talking about backing up. We need to back up a little bit more to Real Estate 101. Don't even play this game unless you have a pre-approval letter.
Oh, yes.
Notice I didn't say pre-qual letter. Notice I said pre-approval letter. Can you let them know, Jewel?
Yes. Okay. So in order to make your offer sound, think about it this week. I always tell this to my buyers. I'm like, listen, you're presenting yourself to the seller, right? So there are going to be other buyers that will be presenting themselves as well. So you need to put your best foot forward. And that old saying, put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly.
And if you're submitting an offer, they're going to want to know that you have the money to afford this home before they take it off the market and waste time. So pre-qualification and pre-approval are different things.
Yes.
Qualification just means that the lender verbally took the information, whatever you gave, and
didn't verify anything. Did not verify employment. Did not verify rental history or anything. So, to all the agents out there, we got to make sure that our buyers are pre-approved instead of pre-qual. Even if we have to dig into their business with talking to the lender and making sure that the lender has proof of whatever that they need to move forward. Okay.
Yes. That's so true, because you'll be under contract and you'll think, okay, everything's going great, and then that buyer doesn't approve. And at this point, you're risking they may have put down a $5,000 deposit, that you're responsible.
And some sellers can keep your deposit. Sometimes they don't want to be nice and give you your deposit back. They may fight you for it, because you've wasted their time, which means you've wasted their money. Yes. Okay, so make sure you're working with, an expert realtor who knows about these things and can help and guide you through these things, guys, because it's very, very, very important. Yes. Very important to have your all your ducks in a row, right?
Yes, and you'll see on the notes for the listing, the agent will say, hey, turn in all offers with pre-approval letter. And if your client has cash, it should be no problem turning in maybe the first page of the bank statement, or maybe a letter from the bank stating that the person does have the funds and the funds are available. So, I've had, people say, well, they don't know who I am. No, they don't. They don't know you. They don't know
right.
you have this amount in the bank and you're this or you're that. We have to show them, and we have to show them through our documentation, and nobody's exempt from that. So
exactly. And then with those who have to show, with cash offers, I just usually tell them, hey, just black out your account number. They don't need to know your account number, any of that. Just your name and the amount. The amount needs to match your name on the page, and that should suffice for proof of funds.
Yeah, so that's major. And for yourself, you don't want to start shopping for a home and get your hopes all high. You might find something you really like.
Jill, I don't even do it. I'm sorry. I can't even. I'm not that door opening agent. I'm the agent that's gonna kind of sit you down, educate you on the process, make sure you're ready. And yeah, you can look at homes all day online. You can drive by them and everything, but again, like you said, I don't want to set my buyer up and actually have them looking at homes that they may or may not qualify for. I wouldn't want to be set up like that. So, just to make the experience much better, a less emotional roller coaster, you want to make sure that you are prepared to negotiate in today's market. Okay. And that even leads to appraisals. Okay. The appraisals are not even looking the same as they were just last year or even 2 years ago, guys. Okay. People are paying over the asking price. Some people are even paying if the house doesn't appraise. Okay, so I know maybe a year or two ago, remember, Jewel, we could negotiate if an appraisal is low, and we're like, hey, you need to lower the price because this is the appraisal. I had an issue where that didn't fly. We asked the seller to lower the price, and the seller was confident that he can sell that listing at the price that they wanted. Okay, so and they didn't want to lower it. Okay. So, and I had another transaction to where the seller did lower it. So it just kind of depends, guys. And that just goes to show that you never know in this market what the seller is going to accept and what they're not going to accept. Okay. So you just, like I said, have to be prepared. Okay. Have to be prepared to pay whatever you offered on that property in some cases.
And you also have to prepare yourself to possibly pay the closing costs. Because
yes.
I was the queen of asking the seller to pay the closing costs.
6%.
That's 6. But now I'll still ask for closing costs.
But we do it in a creative way now, guys.
I definitely make sure that I increase the sales price and it's worth the seller's while in doing it. So that's another thing. If you may want to save up extra cash, save up cash for your down payment and your closing costs, just in case we can't work it out for the seller to pay the closing costs.
New Orleans Home Search by Crown Jewel Realty allows you to search listings in New Orleans and surrounding areas. There's a filters icon in the upper right-hand corner. It allows you to customize your search to fit all your real estate needs. You can search listings, favorite listings, schedule showings, even run numbers in the mortgage calculator, and locate local schools with high ratings. Most of all, it allows you to connect directly with Crown Jewel Realty agents. Download New Orleans Home Search today.
I know a lot of you guys, go to the home buying courses and they take the home buyers class, which is great, which is excellent. I definitely think you should have that information moving forward in the process so you won't be blinded. But also, when you're working with your realtor, sit down with your realtor. Your realtor may tell you things that you may not get from the home buyers classes. Like I said, I feel like I tell the real on real estate. I'm P Realtor. I'm sure you do the same thing, Jewel. That's why we click. So education is very important. And You want someone that's actually out there, boots on the ground, that's actually doing this and can help you avoid the pitfalls that some others do when they don't get the home.
Yeah.
So very, very, very important.
Let's talk about insurance.
Oh, insurance. Now that the storm is here, yes. Insurance. So I know a lot of people are having issues with their insurance companies, even homeowners. I know I've been getting some of my clients, my past clients who I've sold houses to call me back and, hey, what's up with my insurance? Guys, pay close attention to your insurance policy. And I've been letting my clients know, because sometimes they'll change the policy on you. Sometimes they'll sell your policy to someone else and you won't even know about it because you missed that piece of mail in your mailbox that day. Okay, which is normal. Okay, but I try to give advice to my clients to at least try to contact your insurance companies quarterly, just to make sure that their mortgage company is paying them and that they haven't dropped you, or even they haven't changed the policy. Okay. And those are for the current, that's a piece of advice for current homeowners. All right. Now, some advice for buyers with insurance. Yes, insurance is going up. Okay. But one thing that you can do about that is that you can try to assume the seller's insurance. Okay. On October 2nd, they gave leeway for all the flood insurance to go up. Okay. So if you haven't gotten that notice, you'll probably be getting that soon. All right. But it probably won't affect those in an X flood zone, Jewel, is what I heard from my insurance guy. It won't affect those flood zones, but your A and E flood zones and those high flood zones definitely is going to see a big difference in the rate increase. All right. So, I mean, Jewel, I know you remember X flood zones being what, $400 or $500 a year, right? So yeah. I don't know how long that's going up.
Those have gone up actually. Even in the X flood zones, I got a couple quotes. I mean, it wasn't as bad as an AE would be, but they did go up. So we talked about things that you can do on the offer in this competitive market. So definitely asking the seller to assume their flood insurance.
Yes.
Save you money with doing a brand new policy for sure.
Yes.
And
definitely.
Also, my insurance agent informed me to let you guys know, if you have had an adjuster out to your home, wait 30 days. Give them 30 days to respond back to you. If you have not received anything within 30 days, you can file a complaint with the Louisiana Insurance Commission. It's only if you have not heard from them within 30 days. So make sure you're following up with the insurance company. You're giving them time to get back to you. I'm sure they're overwhelmed with a lot of claims.
Yes.
30 days is the mark for that.
Yes. And you know what, Jewel? I heard people getting calls at wee hours in the morning from their insurance.
I was one of them.
I know, I'm talking about you.
Because they tell you, leave your number, someone will call you back. I called at like 8 in the morning. I'm like, okay. Well, 3 in the morning, I get a call and like, my mind was like, get up, Jewel, but my body was like, no.
By any means necessary. You know what? You should have answered that call, right? No telling when they're going to call back.
I should have answered, no telling when they're going to call back, but when they do, I will answer.
Yes, it's like waiting on FEMA.
Yes!
Oh, but yes, guys, insurance is very, very important. And we do want you to have it. It's just as important as a home inspection to have flood insurance. Even if you're not in a flood zone and you do have a home that's in an X flood zone, you still want to get flood insurance. Okay. It may not be as high as if you were in a flood zone. But my advice to you guys is definitely keep up with your insurances.
Yes. So thank you so much, Pam.
Yeah. So we need to talk about the East. I need to know, how do you feel about the East? Like, you getting your clients to call you back? Because I told all my investors, I said, didn't I tell you to invest in the East? years ago.
I was super excited about the East. The East used to be the place to go.
Yes.
If you lived in New Orleans and you lived in the East, you had it going on. And
yes.
So I was excited about the opportunities on tax credit. And I thought, okay, we're going to have more businesses. We're going to have more action happening in the East. And it just hasn't happened that way. And so I'm super excited about the new development announcement for Jazzland.
Yes,
and,
yes.
Just more jobs for the youth.
Right.
The crime issue that we have going on in New Orleans East. Just more vibrancy happening, things going on, more energy. And
like you said, those new jobs changes the real estate market, right? Because you never know, we might have people to come down here and work or maybe move. So you'll see a lot of changes in the real estate market once you start seeing the East develop more within their community. Housing prices may go down. We may have a more supply of homes in the future as they start rebuilding the East, because I know there's a lot of vacant land. There's still a lot of blighted houses out there too. Which I know
sales prices are holding on strong in New Orleans East still. I have some buyers looking in the 200s and they
yes
going on, and some of them are like, oh, you got some nerve. But
they raised. They had to go with the market. If the market is raised, why would one area stay the same? No, that area is going to raise up too.
It's going to raise up too. So my advice is to get in now.
Get in now, exactly.
Well, this was great, Pam. Thank you so much for joining me this evening.
And thanks for having me, Crown Jewel. This was lovely and this was awesome.
You're welcome. So you guys, thank you for joining New Orleans Home Search Podcast. We'll be back to you. We're the first and third Thursday of every month. Thank you.
And wait, to all my realtors, I know it's wine time because I'm definitely going to go get me a glass. I am done for today. Thank you, Jill.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good night.
Only on UrbanSmartNetwork.com.